Shake your booty and scream, oh yeah, 'cause we are the jam on you and jamming on quiet, full-blooded, bonafide, house rockin' jam on production MC. If you want the best, then put me to the test, and I'm sure you'll soon agree that I got no flaws, cause I'm down by law when it comes to rockin' viciously, you see. Cause when I was a little baby boy, my mama gave me a brand new toy. 2 turntables with a mic, and I learned to rock like a Dolomite. Time went by on this God creation. I knew someday I would rock the nation, so I made up my mind just what to do, and I joined with the Jam On production crew. So go crazy, don't let your body be lazy. I said don't stop the body rock till your eyesight starts to get hazy. Clean out your ears and you open your eye. If you want to hear the music, just come alive. If you don't know how, get ready to learn, cause Cosmo's taking his turn to burn.
Take the C and O in the C, then you add M-O and the freaky D, add a funky beat, and then what do you see? It's Cosmo D, yeah baby, that's me. I got the beat, that's oh so sweet. Without me rocking, it's incomplete. So rock this yo, rock that yo, rock on and don't you dare stop. You rock this, rock that, and that's a fact. Cause the Jam On crew will rock your body right back. Rock a steam, rock a motor right off the track, and the whole wide world of funk attack. To the beat, yo, get down. Let me rock it to the rhythm of the funky sound. From hill to hill, from Z to Z, and when Jam On's rocking, everybody screams. Jam on it, jam on and on and on and on it. And if you're feeling like you wanna dance on that, then go on ahead and blow it. Cause jamming on is what we do best. It's what separates us from the rest. And if you don't think our crew's down for real, let me tell you what happened to the man of steel.
A Superman had come to town to see who he could rock. He blew away every crew he faced until he reached our block. His speakers were 3 stories high with woofers made of steel. And when we brought on set outside, he said,
Real. He said I'm faster than a speeding bullet when I'm on the set. I don't need no fans to cool my ass. I just use my super breath. I can fly 3 times around the world without missing a beat. I socialize with X-ray eyes and ladies. This is sweet.
and then he turned his power on and the ground began to move. And all the buildings for miles around were swaying to the groove. And just when he had pulled the crowd and swore he won the fight,
We rock this butt with a 12-inch cut called Disco Kryptonite. My Superman looked up at me. He said, you rock so naturally. I said, now that you've learned the deal, let me tell you why I'm so for real. I'm Cosmo D from outer space. I came to rock the human race. I do it right because I can't do it wrong. That's why the whole world is singing this song.
jam on it.
I jam on it. I say jam on it. As day turns to night and night turns to day, whatever time it is, I want to hear you say
Jam on it.
I jam on it. I say jam on my mama, jam on it. Jam all around and upside down. I keep jamming to the Jam On production sound.
Jam on it.
Jam on it. I said jam on it. I said jam on is the funky beat that takes control with the short sharp boogie that'll rock your soul.
Jam on it.
Jam on it. I said jam on it. Get out of your seat and jam to the beat, and don't you dare stop your early morning.
Jam on it.
Jam on it. Jam on it. Jam on it. Jam on it. Jam on it. Jam on it. Yeah, like did you see where he went in the corner and he started doing this? Ah man, listen to it.
I want people that want to win.
And what a great way to come in. What is going on, everyone? Obi-Wan back at it again. Here on this Friday night, that's a lot of highlights. Highlights will be provided before and after the game. Hope everybody's doing well. Links are in the description to check out not only myself on YouTube and Twitch, but also Senjecko 3, Skellatron 101, and Devil God. Whatever his name is. Let's get things started with the coach. We will do scouting after the game. And hopefully we can get everybody together for the my mistake. No, I said that right. Back for Blood Beta. Get the whole crew going. So, let's get things started. And again, going back to the highlights, I am pretty surprised that Senjecko scored 50 points. Kinda wish he scored 50 points against Skellatron, but that's besides the point. If anything, Skellatron will probably be at 200. Nonetheless. Also, make sure you stay tuned over the weekend. Recordings for WWE 2K19 Universe. Dealing with the end of the second week of NXT. And again, going into the last 2 weeks as we head towards Bash at the beach. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And then probably may go back to NCAA. Maybe. Maybe.
Today we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Giants are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against a Colts defense that needs to be ready for that. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Guy.
That's not loud at all. Nope. Not at all.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready.
Don't make me put myself on mute.
Between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts,
again, we are the
winners last time out, so something's got to
worst team to go 4-0.
Both teams come in off of
because forget my offensive line.
And it usually leads to a really
again, good hit.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck.
That was a solid performance.
Look here,
wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball.
I can't wait to get a
line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Hartman. All right, let's kill Andrew Luck. Let's go.
Now a first down throw, Luck.
I say that now and then Andrew Luck is going to be a superstar today, so there you go.
He'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And
that's what I'm talking about.
Escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
A.J. Britton has 14 sacks now.
Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
I think that he can get to 50.
Understandably so from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves.
Still have a long way to go dealing with the defensive line as a whole.
And you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
To throw on second down is Luck. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, at least it wasn't a sack.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Because, I mean, we
So
really
second down
didn't
incompletion now brings up third down.
hold the Buccaneers until the fourth quarter. Like go a little bit with that defense, but...
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down. From the gun, here's Love. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton.
Well, at least they will try to get 3. Good job, D, getting the 3 now.
13 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Oh, what was that?
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening
Yeah, you need to be fired.
But they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
It does especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And getting into the stands, so
set to take the field.
let's see through.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss.
Why would you kick the field goal if it's 50? No, okay.
And he got blown up.
So we don't know how to block.
At the 44.
Is that it?
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football.
I don't want to go up because
he's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes.
All right, offensive line. You don't like me and I don't like you, so hopefully we can get some blocking.
Gonna give this time to the tailback.
There we go. Okay.
Down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
What were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass.
Animation is that. It's just trying to get through the hole.
They handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box.
All right, so... Oh, by the way, Eric Flowers, he will be gone at the end of the year.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
And there goes Branch.
Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
I was frozen today.
No, not yet. I mean, he's drinking Gatorade. He should be fine. All right, so I think Doc
So they complete
was
the
the
pass, and now they
backup.
face a second down.
Yeah, okay.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the
Who are
line
you?
of scrimmage.
Who are you?
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about.
Fielder. Yeah, he will be gone at the end of the year as well. That's the reason why I hate my offensive line.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field,
no, let's keep Orleans in for a moment.
Because the closer you get
he should be all right.
The field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better.
Well, I mean, again, we were going up against the Buccaneers.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you
all
can
right,
make
so
a
again,
move.
we are looking for Donaldson. Maybe tonight, depending on what the defense is giving me. But maybe Beckham.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a
Fielder, I might bench you.
Necessarily accurately.
I might bench you, Fielder.
He's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route
who's
really
in?
well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So we could do a Pat's wide post. No, let's stick with the run.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run.
What was, man?
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
I hate my offensive line's garbage.
Drives in a game
Doo-doo.
where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Jeez, I hate my offensive line.
Orleans Darkwa, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, that wind is kicking today. I mean, I know at 9 miles an hour. I know in some conditions, especially with Senjecko's game, it was up to 19.
Take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer
because,
would be yes.
I mean,
They're gonna have a
he
lot
had
of
to
confidence
win.
in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost, but if all else fails, less of a field.
That's what I'm talking about. Side AJ. No, it was Holiday.
Down he goes. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people, make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. Back to MetLife Stadium in just a moment. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Off of play action, Luck.
Oh, that's not a fumble.
This one is incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen that 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken at the 37. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like
No,
baseball.
I think I need to get an offensive line. That's what I need.
Whether it's a pitcher,
Hey, look at that. Fielder actually blocked.
They're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them. They get scouting reports. They start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward.
Split lesser on the goal route.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And down he goes.
And that didn't work. Okay.
Getting to Bridgewater.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. In motion goes the tight end. 3rd and long for Bridgewater.
Oh, what are you doing, man?
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Hey, God.
Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field. So he's looking for anyone to throw the football to. But he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
That's to his running back, complete. 9 yards on the pickup, and the Giants are going to get a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup.
Do an inside zone.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll run again.
Oh, fielder block. Look at that. Look at that. I'm still cutting you, but that's a good block.
11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, down inside the 5 at the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
See, I jump. I don't know what Senjecko's problem is, but
they'll run with Darkwan. And he is in. Touchdown.
that's what I'm talking about, Orleans. Good job getting the touchdown.
With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
Good job, Eli.
On this drive.
Anything, at least 3
Remember,
points.
get that. Good job, Eli.
That's going to go with a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Big shout out to 4 Gators for the follow over on Twitch. Jeez, can't words tonight. Again, really appreciate the follow, Mr. 4 Gators. Good stuff.
Again, here's Blunt. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to...
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Good job, Collins.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
No, go back. What the?
He'll try to hang it up there. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up. And New York set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
I think we have the
they're locked in really well.
kicker in as the punter, and the punter is the kicker.
Possession. On the run, Darkwan. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Get ready!
Second down, Bridgewater.
All right, that was my fault.
It's Beckham. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
That was my fault. I should have
It brings up third down.
threw it a little bit sooner, but
lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy.
hey, look at that! Decent blocking. That's what I'm talking about.
The targets aren't open.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this time.
You know, the shadow of New York. I mean,
coming up at halftime, remember, we'll get you out to Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of this first half. That is, of course...
oh, what are you doing?
For the record, we do not encourage that.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
That's what I'm talking about. Good job with the run. And the blocking. And the touchdown.
For a giant touchdown. Orleans Darkwa on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants add on to their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
A drive that time of 6 plays, and a long run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Caught left side by Hilton. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Love.
That's what I'm talking about.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on 3rd down, Love. But he's got his man, Hilton. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st down, Locke. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. To the air again, Locke. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Locke able to find Hilton there for a Colt 1st down. Locke on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defense.
That's what I'm talking about. Way to go, Holiday.
This time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck.
Get him!
And he's going to go down.
That's what I'm talking about, Cappy.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we send you down to Orlando.
No, we are not going to Orlando. We're not talking about Orlando.
Go in week 5.
Damn chocolate.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Nice to see the branches back.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Okay, good run by Branch.
On the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
2nd down and just 1.
Because I think, if anything, we probably need to work on the play action a little bit more. Maybe.
Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
All right, never mind. Up the gut.
It's going to lead to a 3rd down.
What you decide.
Now the old pass.
Hopefully, Fielder will get a good block.
The playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they
he was gone.
After this one.
That was my fault.
Right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd down following the run. Bridgewater now from the 50. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a handoff looking right. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll make it 4th down.
Nope, let's go for it. It's 4th and 4.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense.
And we are past the 50, so yeah.
Looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play.
Oh,
because
got
that
him.
one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled, except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He finds his target, Beckham. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside,
Still
but
Miami.
no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Oh, got him. Cool. Good job, Malone.
For a giant touchdown. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
All right, cool.
Now they'll line up to kick the
So
extra
hopefully
point.
it'll be 28-0. Yeah, okay.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28.
That's not bad. 13
now.
plays for 75 yards.
So that drive spans 13 plays, and it was polished off
Nice.
by a Giants touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here is Andrew Luck, the focus of our player spotlight. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect.
Thank you, Hilton
You're in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback. They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
As they have been bowled over a lot. So
don't
far
you
in this
dare.
one. Oh, he's got some
he
wiggle
did it.
room. Give him
He
9
did it,
on the
damn it.
play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. 2nd down, just 1 yard to go. A shotgun snap for Luck. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
I only had 6. I think I'm going to change that.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Luck. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any.
Let's get back on defense.
And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Good job, defense. Let's get back on defense.
The Colts send out
Hopefully we could get a
as the drive goes
return for a touchdown again.
To punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. That's taken on the 25. And he'll be knocked down sideways.
Good return.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got...
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a gain of 11 yards this time, and it produces a new set of downs.
You better watch it out there.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. 1st down, Bridgewater. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism.
Oh, Fielder, what are you doing?
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8.
I had wide. Damn it.
Sacked back in the 24. Jabal Sheard with a
I hate
big
my
sack
offensive
on
line.
3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. This may be one of the best stretches of defensive football that I've seen. I don't know about you. 5 sacks last week, now 3 here in this affair.
I would agree with that, and I've enjoyed watching the skill that's gone into it. You can see the intelligence behind it as well. He's watched tape, and he's setting people up, but relentless. That's the one word that keeps coming to mind. He does not want to be denied at getting to the quarterback.
And they're not denying it.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready.
That's what I'm talking about. Good job.
The lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect
nice to push him out of bounds.
Downfield. Third and long. It's locked. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things
Good job with the 3-and-out, D.
And to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand.
Good game between Denver and
Oakland. You still got your
Oakland.
starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance,
That's what I'm talking about, Branch.
Why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right.
That was my fault.
Pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Jabal Sheard in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Well, I mean, if nothing happens, we are the worst 5-0 team ever. Ever.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a 1st down throw, Luck. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Back to throw.
That's what I'm talking about.
Escaping this time as he'll go down. They got
Good job, Britton.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on second down is Locke. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be
I thought it was going to be another sack again. Okay.
The Colts on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Luck. Under pressure, and he will go down.
Who was that, Tupu?
At the 38.
You're not going to try to... Man, okay.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's
Good run.
Get this one up to the 45-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger?
No, it was just good blocking.
Seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Going up top. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
Well, I mean, of course, I want to get back on defense.
Making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter.
Well, it means the first time that the young ho is out, so...
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. And it was the
that's a bad young ho.
away with the victory there. Jimmy Garoppolo, a touchdown pass to help lead the way. On first down, it's Love. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Good job, Holiday, with the sack.
Here's Luck now on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Luck. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, Tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded
Oh, what are you doing, man?
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
Get the block, get the block.
Practicing the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And again this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment.
Oh, I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, I think Skellatron had about 3 or 4 shutouts.
Pride that goes into shutting out an opponent, and how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too. So for the Giants, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season.
The worst 5-0 team ever.
Next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.
All right, so how many sacks total? I know 12. All right, so Holiday with 5.5. We got Britton with 4.5. We got Jabil, my mistake. And then we got Tupu. Then we got Cappy. All right, offensive-wise, who did we see? Rushing, blocking. Puh. Yeah, only Puh gave up the sack. Everything came from the linebackers. All right, so let's get out of here. Let's do scouting. Let's call it a day. As I set up for NXT over the weekend. That's never good. Exiting to the main menu. All right, so Skellatron has the Dolphins. So that should be fun. Scouting. Let's see what's going on. Let's continue with the trap board. We're going offensive line heavy. Let's finish with Garrett Francis. Maybe. Turner Lambert. And he's a mid-first rounder? Oh, that's some BS. Bahai Shabari Harper. My mistake if I mistake the first name. DeMarco Nelson. That linebacking core is kind of Langford, 0 way. This class is just kind of doo-doo. As we will be back for Addison Holloman. So far, not really impressed with the cornerback class. Let me hit ready to advance. Yeah, Britton will get a pretty penny with XP. Same thing with Holiday. So yeah, thank you everybody that tuned in. We will be back with more the fight for New York in Madden 22. I know it's Madden 18, but trust me, it's Madden 22. As we go back to the highlights, thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to Godmain9. Shout out to 4 Gators for the follow. Really appreciate it. And again, we will be back with NXT and WWE to take 2K19 universe. My God, I can't words, but enjoy the highlights again. I will see y'all then. Until next time, take care, everyone.
Yeah. Jam on it.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, Carlo, you gonna rock it, right? You gonna do it now, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Carlo, what's the name of it again?
Jam on it. Three words of the wax, then we sell wax. So getting down and then giving no slack like a boogie king with the sack of big match. With throwing down and with the rockables hats on time. In your mind, you see, you gotta book it to your best ability. You gotta funk it up until they knock you down. And when you're bumping up, make sure you pass it around. Come on, let's go to work. We got what'll make your body jerk. Make you throw your hands up in the air, shake your booty and scream, oh yeah. Cause we are the jam on crew and jamming on niggas how we do the do. We'll funk you up until you book it down. So come on, people, check out the sound. 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 Check out the sound.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jimmy B. And I'm a surefire, full-blooded, bonafide, hot-fucking jam on production MC. If you want the best, then put me to the test, and I'm sure you'll soon agree that I got no flaws, cause I'm down by law when it comes to rocking viciously. You see, cause of when I was a little baby boy, my mama gave me a brand new toy. 2 turntables with a mic, and I learned to rock like a Dolomite. Time went by on this God creation. I knew someday I would rock the nation, so I made up my mind just what to do. And I joined with the Jam on production crew. So go crazy, go crazy. Don't let your body be lazy. I said don't stop the body rock till your eyesight starts to get hazy. Clean out your ears and you open your eye. If you want to hear the music, just come alive. If you don't know how, get ready to learn. Cause Cosmo's taking his turn to burn.
Take the C and O in the C, then you add M-O and the freaky D, add a funk and beat, and then what do you see? It's Cosmo D, yeah, baby, that's me. I got the beat, that's oh so sweet. Without me rocking, it's incomplete. So rock this, yo, rock that, yo, rock on and don't you dare stop. You rock this, rock that, and that's a fact. Cause the Jam on crew will rock your body right back. Rock a steam locomotive right off the track, and the whole wide world of funk attack. To the beat, yo, get down. Let me rock it to the rhythm of the funky sound. From hill to hill, from Z to Z, and when Jam on's rocking, everybody screams. I jam on it, jam on and on and on and on it. And if you're feeling like you wanna dance on that, then That's why the whole world is singing this song. I jam on it. I say jam on it. As day turns to night and night turns to day, whatever time it is, I wanna hear you say. I jam on it. I say jam on it. Jam all around and upside down. I keep it jamming to the jam on production sound.
I jam on it. I said jam on it. I said jam on is the funky beat that takes control with the short sharp boogie that'll rock your soul. I jam on it. I said jam on it. Get out of your seat and jam to the beat and don't get